Hello friends, today I'm trying 4 new products that I'm very new to and I want to share them with you. Alright, those products are primer. It's actually called Filter Primer by Tula. The second product is a Serum Foundation by MAC. Product number 3 is Anastasia Contouring Stick. And the last but not least is the concealer by a company called Tinted. I'm super new to it. All right, as a first step is going to be a primer. I already prepped my skin. I put the moisturizer, I put the sunscreen on, and now I'm ready for a primer. Okay, so I have to tell you this, that I am really not a primer girl because I haven't found as of yet the primer that makes a huge difference in my makeup routine. So a lot of times I just skip that step. So I'm just curious to know whether you wear a primer every day or not. So let me know if you are and if there is a product that you recommend. Would love to try it. So today I'm going with this primer, and I'll tell you that I was intrigued by this primer because of the ingredients. And I want to read you the description. So the ingredients that somewhat caught me by surprise to see specifically in a skincare or makeup area is prebiotics and probiotics that are actually located in this primer. As you know, that those ingredients or those products benefit our gut health, right? But to see it into skincare, it's very interesting. But what this primer is supposed to do is create an even canvas, smooth any texture, reduce redness, and create really glowy type of look. It actually says filter like finish. So, and this is what I'm going for. The look that I'm going for today with these products is a glowy, radiant, natural looking skin. All right, so we will start with the primer. So I am going to pump a couple pumps on my brush. So this is the thing about primer. I normally don't apply the primer when I use it all over my face. I apply the primer on the area where I feel like it provides the most benefit. And this is around my cheek area, on my forehead, and on my chin. So I am going to dab it first and then just to spread, also my nose, I forgot. And now just to spread all over. All right. It feels really nice. And as you can see, okay, it does create some radiance already in my skin. All right. So one thing that I'd say, I don't apply the primer in my eye area where I'd normally apply concealer, or I don't really apply a lot. And the reason I do that is because I'm going to apply concealer under my eyes and I wanted to reduce any excess of product because I don't want my concealer to crease, and it's so easily to do around the eye area because it's very thin layer of skin, so anything excessive would create those creases. So I would again not to put a lot of the product, either the foundation or any other product. So I go really light on that in that area. All right, so done with the primer. Next step would be applying the foundation. Now, the brush that I'm going to use is the IT brush. I really like this brush to apply the foundation. Now I have to tell you that I sometimes use this sponge. However, I've noticed that when I apply the foundation with my sponge, it absorbs that foundation, and I feel like I need to add more foundation that I would normally use to create the look with the brush. So I'm going to skip on the sponge, but I'm going to use my brush. And what I normally do, I would actually, let me shake a little bit since it's new. I'm going to pump a couple of pumps of the foundation on my skin. Okay, I wanted to tell you also that the reason I picked up this foundation um, is because when I tried it in the store, it um it was really I really felt it was so hydrating. It just felt right away hydrating. And then when I read a little bit more about it, and let me just finish this a little bit. So it says it's a serum foundation. It provides 24-hour hydration. It's hydrates skin instantly. And it's a medium buildable coverage. So a few things that were important for me. Number one, that it is a hydrating formula because my skin tend to be on a drier side, and I just find any matte foundation really is absorbed by my skin, and that doesn't the canvas of my skin isn't as glowy looking or as natural looking as I want it to be. So I normally tend to go to the formulas that are provide more hydration, which is the MAC formula. So I put a little bit more just to go on my forehead. And so here we are. All right, I'm almost done with my foundation. All right, I already love the way this foundation look. Now going back to the eyes, as I mentioned, I just do a gentle light tab right here just to create the even color, but I'm not going too much in that area because like I said, we're going to apply the concealer. All right, now if you can see me looking down like this, there I have a mirror that I look into just to make sure that the coverage is even. All right, that is foundation. As you could see, I already see the radiance in my skin, and I really like it. I like the color. I think it is a good color for me. All right, so done with the foundation. The step number 3 is the concealer. Well, actually, no, it is going to be contouring. So I'm new to this stick, so I am curious, probably with you, how it's going to look. But the color of this stick shadow. So I'm going to contour my forehead area, my cheek area, and my chin. So I have to tell you that normally with contouring, the way I approach contouring is to contour the area that I want to reduce, and I use either the highlighter or the concealer to highlight the areas. And I normally like to the focus of my face to be in the center. And I don't know if you noticed, but my forehead is somewhat large. So I want to reduce the area at the top of my forehead and also this area the sides of my forehead seem also a little bit too big. So I want to contour this area so that when I look in the mirror or the light hits, that what it is being accentuated is the center of my forehead and not really the full forehead. So what I'm going to do is to cover this. Go right here. I'm actually cover right here with my cheek area right here. And also, I want to go around my chin area. All right, now I am going to use the same foundation brush, and I'm going to do some brushing, and I'm going to blend it all into my skin. All right, bring it into my hairline. So make sure that it's well blended. It goes in into your hairline. All right, now we'll blend. All right, as you could see already, that you can see shadow around my cheek. I'm actually going to apply just a little bit more. to bring a little bit more shadow so that I can accentuate my cheeks. All right, I'll do the same right here. All right, I'll add a little bit more color on my forehead and on my side, and I blend that as well. Now I apply some contouring on my nose, and I would post more videos on how I contour my face. So for this, I just created a look and my nose. So as you could see, a little bit more definition to my nose, and my cheeks and my forehead. And a final step in this video before I show you the final look is my concealer. So now to concealer. So I am going to put concealer around my eyes, also right here and on my chin and on my forehead. And what I'm going to do, I go in with the same brush and I'm going to blend. So, all right, what I'm going to do is to start spreading my concealer around my eyes. And as you could see, is I'm focusing on this angle area around my eye, nose, and cheek, and it provides really that highlight or accentuates that part of my face. I'll do the same on the other side. Also bringing it into the sides of my nose to create that smaller look to my nose. All right, I think I need a little bit more right here and right here. All right, what I'll tell you also as I'm applying the concealer, all right, it feels really, really light. It also feels really flexible on my skin, that it's easy to move it around. It also feels hydrating. And like I said, around my eyes, I like to have something hydrating that actually doesn't crease over time. And that might be the formula. All right. I like the way it looks. I'm going to put just a little bit. Okay, so let's do my chin. All right. I'm going to put just a small dot on my nose. A little bump right there. So I wanted to cover it up a little bit and create a little bit more straight line for my nose. All right. All right, let's just right there. All right. All right. So these are the products that I'm trying. So I'm going to finish the look. I'll come back and I'll show you the final look. This is the final look. I really like the way it turned out. I really like the dewy or radiant type of a look. And this is what I was going for. So I really like it. But you tell me, what is the foundation that you go to when you go to create the dewy kind of like look? So comment below and thank you for watching.